Hey everyone, it's Ashly Westbrook with the Westbrook Realty Group. I'm excited to be here today with your latest real estate market update. There's been a lot happening in the economy which impacts our real estate market. So I want to break it down for you. Economic indicators and inflation update. First off, let's talk about inflation. We've seen a slight rise in the consumer price index, CPI, from August to September. The core CPI, which excludes food and energy, rose to 3.3% in September. Now, the shelter component makes up a big chunk of that number, 45.8% to be exact. This has a big impact on the overall inflation numbers. Despite these inflation increases, the market has been fairly steady. Interest rates have been risen slightly, ending the week at just over 6.6%. Fed rate decisions. Now let's talk about the Federal Reserve. There's been a lot of speculation about rate cuts. Based on the economic data, there is a high probability of a quarter point rate cut in November and possibly another in December. This is huge news because it can really open up more opportunities for buyers and sellers alike. But I do want to point out that the Feds just met in September 17th and the rate dropped just a bit, but the rates are already up over what it was that the rate cut happened. So this is just good information for people who are hanging out and waiting for the interest rates to drop. There's a chance that they won't be dropping. And now is an opportunity for you as a buyer to go out there and pick the home of choice and not be in a competitive situation when the rates do finally decide to drop. There's always this beautiful thing called refinancing that you can do. And actually lenders around the globe are doing these great programs right now where if you finance with them within 1 year, they will actually pick up that refinance charge. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. Now, impact on mortgage rates. We're also watching how this data affects the mortgage rates. With more economic data expected at the end of October, we might see mortgage rates adjust before the Fed's November meeting. If you've been thinking about buying or refinancing, now might be a good time to start planning ahead. Consumer behavior and affordability. Affordability continues to be a big issue for buyers right now, and we're seeing more consumers focus on their monthly payments instead of just the interest rate. But here's something important to note. 50% of homeowners have 50% equity in their homes, and many are using that equity to manage high interest debt, make home improvements, buy their second property, or even an investment property. So whether you're thinking about using your home equity to invest in another property, make improvements, or buy a home for your college age kid, it's worth considering how to maximize the value of your home. New construction homes. For those of you thinking about buying new construction, there are almost 40,000 homes for sale nationwide, but only 100 of those homes are ready to close today. Builders are offering great incentives like rate buy downs, home upgrade packages, and price reductions. So if you've been eyeing a new home and thinking of all the new energy efficiencies, this could be a great time to make a move. This is an important reminder to my sellers. Before I wrap up, I want to remind anyone who's receiving postcards or letters from companies offering to buy your home to please consult with your realtor before you meet with these people and get caught in a situation that you cannot undo. If you sign a deal with these guys, your rights as a seller are almost given up. So make sure that before somebody offers you something that sounds too good to be true, that you back away from the situation and you figure out what your home is actually worth on the real estate market, because wholesalers and property flippers are not licensed or taking ethicals or not taking ethics every year because of mandatory continuing education, right? And they're out there to represent your fiduciary duties. These other companies are not out there to represent you fiduciarily. They're there to make money on your equity. So it's important to get professional guidance before making any decisions. That's it for today's update. If you have any questions or need any more information about buying, selling, or investing in real estate, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always happy to help. And don't forget, like, follow, and share this video. If you know someone, anyone thinking about selling, make sure to tag them in the comments. I look forward to bringing you another update next week. Thanks so much for tuning in.